Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? It's so exciting. It's another day here at What's Next podcast for women. You guys see my sign above me? Look, sorry, above me here. Think big. I'm excited about this. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Pamela Stone. I want to welcome you to What's Next podcast for women. We do this every Wednesday live at 8 p.m. I normally have Powerhouse on, but today you have me. So I want you first to grab your favorite look. I got me a new cup. Grab your favorite evening beverage, snack, girlfriend or girlfriends. Sit back because today is all about minding your business from the boardroom. But before I go any further, again, let me introduce myself and do a little bit of housekeeping. My name is Pam Stone. I am the CEO of What's Next podcast for women, as well as the founder of Vision Made magazine. And so I also have a coaching program, which is Declutter the 360-Degree You Manifest program. I'm all about here empowering, inspiring you to go after your what's next by conquering your what ifs and I can't. And I know a lot of you face the what ifs and I can'ts and you let them stop you. So I've created this podcast to let you know that I too face the what ifs and I can'ts. But let me tell you a little bit how I faced it. I was sitting at a corporate job and I literally broke down. Do you hear me? Literally broke down. I was sitting at the job looking around and like, this is it. There's no more to my life than this. And I just couldn't believe that. Is that you? Does that describe you? Or do you want more but don't know how to get more or even where to start at? Or better yet, have it inside of you, know you have it, know how to do it, but you need a tribe, or as we're calling it now, a huddle. Well, then I just said, okay, you know what? Let me first work on myself a little bit, and then I'm going to create the huddle, which is What's Next podcast for women. This is where thousands of women come in and we support each other to help each other to go after our what's next. We do it through so many ways. You know, as I said earlier, I normally have on powerhouses, or you have myself where I will do a little talking and teaching at the same time. And so that's What's Next podcast for women. That's one. Two, today's Win Wednesday. It's Win It Wednesday. Don't you see it down below? I love to hear your wins. I have posted that into a group. I wanted to know, what is your win for the week? I believe in celebrating. I'll tell you my win, but I want to hear your win. And I actually have someone's win who I can't wait to give her a shout out. And then lastly, this first half of the portion of the show is sponsored by At the Table. It is a nonprofit organization here in Columbus, Ohio, that we are empowering and inspiring young women and ladies around the world. We do that through several programs. One is Thrive, which is a mentoring program, and then our exciting fourth annual Women Empowerment Luncheon. Now, the luncheon is going to be two ways this year. It's going to be virtual, as well as it is going to be in person. So I will put in the feed, if there's no board members on yet, I will put it in the feed how you can get a ticket. Or if you want to be a vendor at the event, why not come and join me? I would love for you to be there. I will drop it in the feed on how you can become a vendor and what it takes and everything like that. I'll put it in the feed below. Okay, I think that's it for right now. So those of you who out there are following me, don't forget, I want to hear your win for the week. And those of you, I just actually got a text. Someone said, well, what's a win? Let me tell you what a win is. A win is where you have set a mini goal, and that goal is, and you have met the goal. Now, those of you who may not meet the goal, but you still set the goal, or you're aware of your goal, that's still a win. Or yet, you haven't even started your goal. You still have time. And if you need help on setting your goal, I'm here for you. I would love to help you achieve your goal for the week. I always believe in small goals will help you accomplish the big goals, which then will lead to the biggest goal ever. And that's whatever you want to do, which is your what's next. So let me know if you would like We can do some coaching, and we can do and sit down and talk about your what's next and how to get there, and even create a small mini goals for each week instead of the big goal, which is a monthly and yearly. Okay, I think that's it for now. You know me, so you know that it can be. I'll stop in the middle. So if I think of anything else or anything comes up, I will definitely drop it in the feed. So today is all about minding your business from the boardroom. A lot of women are always asking me, well, how do you do it? And so let me tell you, I do the podcast as you see here, the magazine, which is quarterly. I do have several clients that I also have, and coaching clients. So a lot of women are always like, well, how do you do it? And I'm like, do you really want to know how I did? So I did receive a couple responses, and a couple women were like, yes, I want to know how you do it and what is your first step. And so here's what I do. And so the first step, I hope you grab your pen and paper, is let's work on our mindset. And so with that being said, is that's a lot, right? And so you have to get everything you have to be organized. You have to know what is going to be accomplished first. You have to know that we cannot beat yourself up. So that's the first thing. Cannot beat yourself up. If you set a goal and a deadline and you don't meet it, it's okay. I tell my clients all the time, if you don't get it done today, you have tomorrow, right? And if you don't have tomorrow, you have the next day. But the goal is to work on your business, whatever it is, and we'll talk a little bit about that, to stay focused, knowing that you have something in you in front of you as well, and it's time for you to go after your what's next. So it's all about the mindset. I do the some of my mindset exercise that I do is, one, I look at my calendar every day. So I know there's some of you that don't believe in it, but I have calendars. I have paper calendars and I have electronic calendars. So I do that every day. Get to know your calendar. Have them in front of you. I have a big calendar here. I carry my paper calendar in my book bag, and then I have my phone. It is to help me stay organized. So it's all about the mindset. Next, take time for yourself. It's a lot. We still are in COVID. We're coming out of it, but we're still dealing with it, right? So how do you deal with it? Sit back. Don't beat yourself up. Relax and enjoy the ride. Do you think that Oprah is sweating the small stuff? She's not. What about Bill Gates? Or better yet, I know you guys, some of you out there, the Vera Wangs, the Kardashians, those of you who follow them, do you really think they're sweating the small things? They're not, you guys. So I need you guys to relax. They do have, though, a plan, and I need you to create a plan. And so that's step 2. How do you create a vision plan? A vision plan is where you're going to sit down and you're going to do a map out of what you're expecting to accomplish in a month. Now, I want you to take a moment. The plan is more detailed about, I need you to tell me, what is your strength? What is your weakness? And let's play off of those two. Your strengths may be you like to talk, but your weakness is you're scared to speak in front of a large group of people, right? So what way to do it and which way to tackle that is do a podcast. Now, you don't have to do it like I do, where I'm going to talk to you. You can actually do it you can do it vocal. So that's one way you're going out here and you're going to go after your what's next. Who doesn't love to educate and inspire and empower individuals with their voice and their knowledge with the podcast? And if you don't want to do it like I'm doing, the video, you can do it just by voice. Come up with a plan. Go after and attack the plan as you're being intentional. Now, I'm going to have to be honest with you. I didn't really get to know my intentions or become intentional of what I am doing until now. I became so clear on how the podcast, what you're watching, as well as the Vision Made magazine, which you can see, oh, oops, sorry, which you can see above me, how they are integrated. And you know how I did that? I spent time with me. A lot of people don't want to spend time with themselves or don't even know where to start at. Start at writing down what you like to do. Start writing down what you're doing. Actually, if you're still working, what are you doing right now? That is a perfect place to start. I'm doing this because I want you to know you can mind it in the corporate, in the boardroom, and still have the 9 to 5. You just have to set a plan. You just have to know where you're going with the plan, which is your roadmap. And in your roadmap, you need to have your strengths and your weaknesses. And so let me get a little bit deep into that. We all have them, right? But we allow sometimes the weakness to hide us, allow fear to hold us back. We can't. I did it. I did it for so long that I was doing everyone else's dream but my own. Don't do that. I'm here to tell you, I'm here to motivate you, I'm here to inspire you, empower you to go after it. Sit down. Let's sit down and talk about what you want to do and how to get you there. There's so many women that are just and I promise you, I know that it's hard because I've seen it and I'm still hearing it. I know that COVID has tossed us a loop, right? Though we're coming out of it, we still have to face it. There's some states that are open to being face to face and some that are not. Or here in Columbus, we're half in and half out, things like that. So you have to get your mindset and get a plan together. So if your weakness is that you don't want to get in front of other people, if you don't want, or if you don't even know where to go or where to even start at going after your what's next, sit down, grab a piece of paper and pen and start working it out. And how do you do that minding from the boardroom? Use your breaks. We all get breaks. I'm even starting to use my breaks now. I'm super excited. Use your breaks, use your time, and sit down and use some time for yourself. And then you will start sharing it with others. Now, what perfect place to share it is here with us here in the huddle or here at What's Next podcast. So many women are like, I don't have a support group. You do. Or you don't even know where to start. You do. Here at What's Next podcast, we're here for you. So we have talked about 1, how to mind your business from the boardroom. 1, work on your mindset. I talked about the ways I do it. What I do is I consistently am working, doing some mindset work. I'm so chill now. I don't let things get to me as bad as I used to. And then, ladies, let me stop right here. Those of you who keeps procrastinating, stop. And I know you procrastinate because of fear of the unknown, fear of success, or fear of being overwhelmed. But I'm here to help you get past that. I can help you with the processes. I can help you with creating some steps or creating strategies on how to get past that. But first, stop procrastinating. That's a mindset. And I know you're scared. I get it. I get you're scared. We all are, but it's how we attack it. And then 2, with the mindset, I also want to talk about delegating. How many of you like to delegate out there? Truthfully, how many of you like to delegate? I didn't. I really had a hard time delegating, but you have to in order to build your business outside of the boardroom, or you're going to be in the boardroom. And if that's something you like to do, no disrespect, but those of you who are wanting to leave the boardroom, we have to start working on the mindset. We have to start working on how to get there. We have to start working on what's holding us back. Is it the fear? Is it the doubt? Is it all of the 3 F's, as I call it, fear, fault, and failure, and then they bring their sister doubt into it? Or is it that we just don't know where to start at? Well, I'm here to help you get past and get moving on your mindset. Not only then we have talked about procrastination, procrastinating, not only have we talked about, and I know it's a lot, we can take on procrastinating such a bigger range, and how to tackle it. And then not only then we talk about delegating, letting it go, you guys. It's okay to let go. Do you think that all these multimillionaires are out here holding on to everything? No. They have people, they have family, they have friends, they have a tribe, they have a huddle that can help them let go, to move on, to let go and to move on. You have to let it go, ladies. It's okay. Just create you some strong tribes and strong friends around you. You have a tribe here that can show you how to let it go. Because again, if you're trying to leave the boardroom, then these are the steps to get there, right? So we have mindset. So we just talked about the mindset. And the last piece that I want to talk about here in the mindset, which I learned from my mentor, and I've been hearing my mentor a lot to talk about it, is you have to get your mindset thinking like a millionaire or a billionaire or a CEO. What do they do? What do they think about? Do you think they talk about sweat the small stuff? Do you think they talk about, I'm going to keep it? No. What they do is they think about, here's my business. How am I going to get it to where it's at now and actually grow it to be where I want it to be next year? Not tomorrow, next year. And the only way you're going to be able to do that is with you circling yourself around millionaires, billionaires, if that's what you want to do, and stop procrastinating and holding yourself back from doubt. We all have it in us. There's so much we can do, and stop worrying about competing with others. So I really held that one to the end, because I know a lot of you are out there saying that you want that billionaire, right, mindset, but you don't know how to get there. Well, find them, see what they're doing, act like they're doing it, do what they're doing, but stop holding yourself back and stop procrastinating. And then number 2, I talked about the vision board, right? So we do a lot of vision. I talk about vision board because I feel the vision board is our ticket, and it is our ticket to drive you whatever you want to do, right? If you again want to leave the corporate world, then you will create a vision board. But is like no other vision board, right? I believe in a vision board that is going to drive me, motivate me, have a purpose, has a plan, not words that are just pretty and fluff, not pictures that are, oh, no. I have created my vision board up here. Look, I'm sorry, right here. The vision board has I have a strategy. I have a plan. I know how many days I'm getting ready to rework it starting this weekend to create a new vision board, because I have already outgrown this vision board here, because I believe that a vision board can motivate you. And if you don't believe me, then you can definitely listen to Steve Harvey does it. Actually, so does the Kardashians, so they do as well. There's so many stars that use it, follow it. Venus and Serena Williams, they do it. There's millions of people out here that has a vision board, but it doesn't come with fluff. They come with a plan, and the vision board comes with a plan. It comes with a purpose. It comes with goals. It comes with a strategy on how you're going to get there, as well as who is your ideal client, who is your ideal person. And so that's how I work with the vision board, because I want the vision board to help motivate you, to get you to your what's next. And if your what's next is all about living that millionaire or having that $1 million business, then this vision board, look, I'm sorry, you guys, having this vision board serving a purpose for you. Now, if you are wanting to do a vision board like that, like no other, where it's going to set you apart from everybody else, it's going to make you create strategies, but again, also hold you accountable, drop it in the feed, and I definitely will love working with you. I love creating those kind of vision boards. And this time, this vision board is all about your business. That's it. And it's all about how to get you to your what's next. So if that's something you're interested in, drop it in the feed below. Real quick, I'll stop here. So again, it's Win Wednesday. It's Win It Wednesday. So what's your win? I actually already have 2 wins. One is from Adrienne. Her win was pressing past fear and following through. It felt great. Keep going, Adrian. You got this. And I know how you feel. So if you need more help or keep more motivation, stay tuned. We got you, though. Let us know how we can serve you, because we're here to serve you so we can all serve each other to be a better, bigger, better place. Miss Sherry says, stop procrastinating. Drive me, motivate me. You have to. It's time to move to your what's next. And what perfect way to do it is, the strategy and vision board. Like I said, it's like no other. If you even want to do a vision board with your family, I can tone it down. But I just want you guys to know, let's do a board to motivate you, to move you to your what's next. It's easy, it's fun, and we can do it in so simple ways. So I would love to hear that. Hey, Elisa, thank you for joining. And then I'm going to stop here also to let you all know that the first half of the show was sponsored by At the Table. At the Table is first of all, At the Table is a nonprofit organization. They are out here empowering, inspiring amazing young ladies and women around the world. And one event that they would love for you to attend is the 4th annual Woman Empowerment Luncheon. I will drop it in the feed below on how you can purchase tickets. Tickets are on sale. Or better yet, how about this? Any of you would like to be a vendor at the event? We would love for you to be there. So if you're looking to be a vendor, I will drop in the feed on how you can get more information on how to become a vendor at the Table's 4th annual Woman Empowerment Luncheon. Yes, ladies, do you see? I'm excited. My new mug. Yes, one of them. So with it being said, I want you all to know how to mind your business from the boardroom. First is mindset. We talked about earlier about procrastinating. We talked about delegating. We talked about actually spending time with yourself, setting deadlines. And that's how Wednesday come about. You set small deadlines, you can reach those easily. Versus if you set those big deadlines, what's the likelihood? And actually, statistics have shown if you set the goals for a monthly goal, you're setting yourself up to 50% fail. And so I'm out here want to tackle and make that number so small that you won't fail. So what way to do it is to set small goals, which are daily or weekly goals. So I would love to hear what your win, as I heard from Adrian. And then my other Win It Wednesday winner is Alicia. Alicia is now partnered up with some powerhouse women, and she's taking her business, which is Hurt and Poet LLC. She is an amazing content writer. She will flex your voice through her writing. So if you're needing someone to do some writing for you, may it be your magazine, may it be your podcast, may it be for social media, she is your woman. Alicia, if you're still out here, drop it in the feed on how people can get in contact with you. If she doesn't drop it in by the end of the show, I definitely will. And so I talked about how to mind your business from the boardroom, right? One is mindset. I just keep saying mindset because it's so important, because we as businesswomen, you're welcome. We as businesswomen are juggling a lot. We still are doing the corporate world or home life. Then you're wanting to work on your business or your side hustle, as well as everything else. And so we have to work on our mindset. And so that's one area that you will consistently hear me talk about is mindset. And then the other piece that we talked about, procrastinating. Stop procrastinating. I know fear has set in. It set in for me. I never thought that I would even get to this point at all until I got past fear and I realized that I wanted more out of life. Thank you, Elisa. Wanted more than where I'm at. And so I know you all do. I know it's hard. So let's get going. I also talked about delegating. Listen, ladies, we can't do it ourselves. I know I'm not trying to do it by myself, so I have no problem delegating. And I know it's hard. I know it's hard to trust, but you have to in order for you to grow your business beyond the boardroom. You have to. Then we talked about acting like the millionaire or CEO that you want to be. There's so many of us that don't know how to do that. So I'm going to start bringing in some powerhouse on where we can do some leadership training, because I believe in empowering ourselves is the only way we're going to be able to inspire ourselves to get to our what's next. So you will start getting some training on leadership, because I believe in leadership is the important, powerful entity here. And then we just talked about vision board. Those of you who may know or don't know, I love vision boards. That's how, look, that's how Vision Made Magazine became about. Vision Made Magazine, as well as What's Next podcast, is all about the vision board. Now, it's not about the pictures. It's not all about the fluffy words. No, it's all about, we're going to create strategies. We're going to create goals. We're going to identify our strengths and our weaknesses. We're going to identify who is our ideal client, all in the vision board. But yet you can still have some of the words that'll motivate you. But the vision board is to help move you to your what's next. And you have to, even like Elisa said, think big. And your vision board helps you do that. So if you're interested in doing a vision board of such, or if you even want to do a vision board here, we can actually do it on one of the podcasts. I would love to do that, and we can talk it through. So if that is something if that's something you're interested in, drop it in the feed and let me know. I would love to do it. I think vision board is fun, and we can even have some prizes and have some music going and things like this. Y'all, trust it works. It does work. I trust me, I never thought that a vision board that was purposeful, that was being intuitive to what I needed to do, nothing big, I'm not out here trying to going to be the president of the United States, out here to be an astronaut. No, it has to be realistic, but obtainable. And so I didn't think it worked. I really didn't, until my first vision board came. Everything on the vision board came true. And so now I'm like on, I don't know, my 6th or 7th vision board now. So if this is something that you want to do, and I can even show you how to do it, and I can even show you studies that shows a vision board does work, as well as, like I said, Steve Harvey has a vision board. Paris Hilton, she talks about the vision board. Serena and Venus, they even have a vision board. As well as a lot of other people that have vision boards. So if that's something you want to do, let's do it. But let's not let procrastination or fear hold us back. And then lastly, everybody, I just want you to know that you need to have a supportive group. Do you have a tribe that you can truly lean on and tell them whatever you want without judgment? Will you do? You have it here at What's Next podcast for women. I want you to understand how important, and the reason why I chose to speak on this last is actually I'm reading a book. I've been talking about it because it is actually it is the driver of the podcast, and it's called Huddle. And actually, look, I normally ask Elisa to do it, but today I actually got it. It's Huddle, and it's by Brooke Baldwin. Ladies, the book is amazing. And the purpose of the book is it talks about how Brooke was she was a CNN reporter. And what she did was she had gone around the world, and she was seeing many women doing different supportive groups like Women Lives and things like that. LOL, I was really ready. Right. And so with that, and she noticed that women around the world were leaning on each other, but they were creating different huddles, and each huddle was serving a purpose. But they locked arms together. And she thought about how powerful would it be if we all could lock arms together, find our huddle, and support us and move us. And you have that. And so what you will start seeing and hearing is that here at What's Next podcast for women. We will start doing that. We'll start doing those types of we'll create some strategies here on how we're going to make this huddle like no other. So just be on the alert for it. Stay tuned for more. But one way I want to grow this huddle is, we come, we sit, like sit around and we talk about what we need to get to our what's next. Do we need someone to help us with our relationships with ourselves? Do we need someone to come in and teach us how to be better leaders? Or even what is a leader? Or what does leadership look like? Is that something we need? Whatever it is to make our huddle strong, powerful, and stand out, that's what I'm on the mission to do. Hello, Miss Denise. I am on a mission to make our huddle like no other. So I want you all to know you have come to a space that has your back and is supporting you. And we're going to do this in many ways, but the huddle, creating a huddle, it is. Okay. So that is my teaching on how to mind your business beyond from this boardroom, from the boardroom. I won't say beyond, from the boardroom. But I want you all to know we're going to do it and we're going to do this together. And we're going to create this amazing huddle as what we have. So I want everyone to know that the second half I'm going to talk about, as I always do, I'm always talking about, okay, everybody, what's your win it Wednesday? So what's your win for this week? I already talked about what Elisa's win was for this week. I talked about Katie. I talked about Adrian's win. I apologize. I talked about Adrian's win for the week. So there's more of you out there. I see you. What's your win for this week? I'm so excited. And I just talked about, and so with that being said, I'll tell you my win later on, but I want you to tell me what's your win. And so one thing that I do, and I am going to continuously do, is I love to empower our minds, strengthen our minds, broaden our minds, right? And each segment, I'm always talking about the book on the bookshelf. And one book on the bookshelf, as I just talked about, is Huddle. But what book are you reading? Are you a person that reads? Or are you a person that listens to the books? Now, my clients know I don't read. I don't have time to physically read a book. I am always all about listening to a book with Audible. So if Audible is a choice that you would like to check it out, well, guess what? Audible now has allowed me to extend the offer to you where you can get 30 days free to listen to Audible. Audible, I love Audible. I listen to Audible here in the office and in my car. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll drop the link below. And let's see. So the fun fact that I would love to talk about is at the table. I have two amazing board women. Yes, I'd prefer Audible. Me too, Elisa. So today I have two amazing board members of At the Table on right now, which is Denise Pittman and Miss Sherry Young. So I want to talk a little bit about At the Table. And I wanted to let you all know I am a board member of At the Table. I'm board chair. We're out here we're needing your help. And you can help us in so many ways. One, you could be a volunteer if you're here locally. We're also out here, we're doing a scholarship. We do a scholarship, but we're trying to triple our scholarship giveaway. Normally we do one a year. We're trying to do 3, and we're close. But I'm asking for your help. I'm needing, if you all could just donate $10, $20, it will help a young lady to get $1,000 scholarship for her college tuition. And so with that being said, I'll drop it in the link. I'll drop the link below on how you can donate. But let's go out here. We're so close. We're just needing $1,000. So I thought, why not? I'll reach out to all of you and ask all of you for help on helping us reach that goal. Not only are we having the scholarship drive, we're also having at the event vendors. Anybody here in town that's looking to be a vendor, or those of you offline that are wanting to be vendors, what perfect way to get your information, your product in some powerful women. Now, I can tell you many years, several, each of the events, we've had over 100 women. So what way you can get your products, your message out by being a vendor at the 4th annual Women Empowerment at the Table Women Empowerment Luncheon. Again, I will drop the flyer in below on how you guys can connect with us, or if you want to just donate. You don't have to donate to the scholarship, but you can just simply donate. We would so appreciate the donations. We do a lot. As I said before, not only do we have the Women Empowerment Luncheon, but we also do the Thrive program for women, so for young girls. And what we do is we mentor them. We go out into the high school and we mentor them once a week, and they get an interaction, they get an experience, they get to know other women outside of their world. And so if you would like to even contribute to that, we would love the donation. And so I think that's it. If I forget anything, yes, Miss Sherry says 3 scholarships. Absolutely. If anyone is interested in donating through Thrive or any other, please drop it in the feed. We are here. We love and accept all types of donations, as well as volunteers. You guys could volunteer and you could work with us at the event here in Columbus, Ohio. And so I wanted to just get that out. And then let's see. Oh, in the second half and the last half of the show, it's all about Vision Made Magazine. Vision Made Magazine is all about inspiring you to go after your what's next by conquering your what ifs and I can'ts. And so the magazine is a quarterly magazine. I'm excited because I'm working on next month's issue that'll be coming out around this time next month. So I'm excited about that. If you are wanting to advertise in the magazine, definitely will drop it in the feed for you to do that. Vision Made Magazine, I love it. I love the contributing writers. The magazine, it's starting to become its own baby and its own entity. So if that's something you would like to advertise there, I will drop it in the feed there. Oh, no worries, Miss Sherry. Appreciate you as well. With that being said, okay, everybody, what's your win for this week before you get to hear mine, as well as I am going to drop in what my favorite quote is, but I'm not gonna, let me get my quote ready for you so you will know that I am going to keep this show going just like everybody else. I want to inspire you to go after your what's next. And what perfect way to do it is just keep it going. But I hope these tips has helped you know ways that you can mind your business from the boardroom. I know I'm doing it, and I know you can too. And there's millions of other women out there that are doing it as well, even here on the broadcast. So I hope those tips help you. If you would like work more one-on-one on how to get to connect to your tips on how you can work from the boardroom, drop it in the feed and say, Pam, send me the link. I will donate. Oh, thank you, Adrian. Miss Sherry, if you're still on, can you drop the link on where people can donate, please? That's right. Seize the day. That is so amazing. Miss Sherry, I'm learning from you to always have my quotes ready. So I'm so ready for my quote today. And so everybody, as Miss Sherry has wrote, seize the day. I also have, instead of worrying about what you cannot control, shift your energy to what you can create. And that's by Roy Bennett. Okay, everybody, did you hear that? Instead of worrying, why worry? Think big, you guys, about what you cannot control. Shift your energy to what you can create. If we all have it in us, I will drop it in the feed on the quote, and that is the quote for this week, for this show. And so as I get ready to wrap it up, so my win for this week, are you ready? Okay. So the win for this week is actually the podcast. I have hit over 1,000 downloads. 1,000 downloads. I'm so excited. And so I want to thank all of you who is listening to me, who is doing the replay, who is following me. Thank you so much, because I would have not even gotten to 1,000 without any of you and all of you. So I want to thank you so much. Even though we're getting ready to close out the show, don't forget to still drop your win for this week. I would love to hear it. I know, Miss Sherry, 1,000. Actually, I'm over 1,000 now. So now the goal is 2,000. So I would love for you all to go out here and help me tackle that goal, right? And so I'm gonna tell you, I've already set the small goal for this week, so I'm on my way. But I would love for all of you to help me reach that goal. But anyways, I want you to all to know that as I get ready to go out here and conquer my what ifs, and I can'ts, so can you. And know that you have a tribe that has got your back, knowing that you have the support. Conquer your what ifs and I can'ts and go after you. Absolutely. Thank you, Elisa. Knowing that you can go after your what ifs no matter what. You have the support, you have the huddle, you have a tribe, and we're out here to stretch you, move you beyond belief. So know that this is your dream and your dream only. And don't do like me and wait. Go out here and just go after it and know that you got this. And as he just said before, stop worrying about what you cannot do, right? Go out here and do what you can do. And so without further ado, I want to thank you all for taking the time out of your day to sit and be interactive. I hope the tips earlier will help you. And listen, stop procrastinating. Go out here and go after your what's next, and go after and create that mindset like the millionaires do, where they're out here going after it, and stop worrying about delegating. Delegate to somebody else, you guys. So until next week at the same time, same place, I will be back, and hopefully I'll have who knows, it may be me again or Powerhouse. But I want you guys to take care of yourself until then. Oh, you guys, mask up until we figure all this out, because I'm ready to get in front of you all. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye, and thank you.